What is up, guys? Level M Diecast. It is Thursday, Throwback Thursday, but this is not a throwback. I got this idea the other day that I thought this might be pretty cool. Obviously, we collect cars. We love our cars. We have tons of cars. Yada, yada, yada. What happens if those cars break down, though? What you going to do? How you going to tow them? How you going to move them? How you going to get them out of the roads? So in this video, we're going to roll down just a bunch of random tow trucks from my collection from all kinds of manufacturers. Just a cool little quirky selection. We're going to go through these in no particular direction, no particular order. We're just going to roll through, talk about them a little bit, and, have some fun. So we're starting out here with the Chevy Breakdown Van. This is from the Commandos series. Definitely one of my favorite tow trucks from Matchbox, just the Chevy Breakdown Van itself. It does have a spring-loaded hitch on the back. Now, this is exactly how the hitch was in the package. I really didn't care to splay it open and turn it around because it fits better in the storage that way. So I wanted to keep it like that. But this is a pretty cool one. It's it's metal base, metal body. Obviously it's multi-piece. It's a really cool model. They used this for many, many years. I don't know. I always liked it as a kid because it was just weird seeing a van as a tow truck, just super, super weird. Super, super random. Super random. All right, we're going to roll on to Tomica. And this Toyota breakdown truck. Now, of course, Tomica, they have moving features. That's what they do. This particular one, you move the top up like this. Bring the car hauler carrier section down. And there you go. I like this one because, for one, there's a good amount of friction in all the joints. So it'll actually hold the model up. And it's sized appropriately that you can put trucks on there. You can put cars on there. Obviously, if you put like big trucks on there, it doesn't look right. This is not a heavy hauler. But, it's still pretty cool. It's still pretty cool. I like the yellow and the red combination. And I love the fact that there's just no tampos on it. Because no tampos is super cool. Super cool. All right. We're going to go on to something that... is the total complete opposite of that. Going to back to Matchbox. And this monstrosity is the Auto Carrier. This was from a 5-pack. And the reason I picked this one in particular is because this is the closest to decent tampo they ever had for this. Most of them from the Hero City era were just out there, just way out there, just way too far out there. But, they tried. So this actually has a feature where the whole back comes down. And obviously the way it's built, you can carry a large number of bigger vehicles on it. Just for what it's supposed to do, its purpose, it's cool. The model is just a terrible design. I don't know why every time everybody makes generics, they have to make trucks look like this. I just don't get it. I honestly don't think kids look at trucks like this. They look at trucks like trucks. They don't really care that it says Toyota or Mitsubishi or whatever on it, International. They don't care. But it's just interesting. Just interesting. All right, we're gonna flip the script a little bit. We're gonna go with a green light. And we're going to go with this International. Now, this is the first one that doesn't have any opening features, and this is the most expensive one yet. For all the good stuff that Greenlight's done, they could have just had something simple, like the bar on the back move down or something, or come out further or something to that effect. But I mean, you can't even pose anything on these. Like, you literally cannot pose them towing anything. Um, I love the deco, obviously. NYPD is awesome. The model itself is good. You'll notice on this particular version of mine, the boom's a little crooked, but you know it's green light. It happens. But all the details are there. All the good stuff's there. I love the fact that this is like a medium duty wrecker. I really, really, really wish you could post something with it, because having this hook up to something in the HD line would have been fantastic. It would have been perfect for a diorama. Unfortunately, you can't do anything with this tow truck, which is just unfortunate, unfortunate, unfortunate. All right. Move that one out. We're going to go pretty modern Matchbox. Like I said, there's no rhyme or reason to these. I just pulled some random ones out, and we're just going to go with it. This is the Tow King, I believe is what it's called. It's good. Obviously, there's no moving features, but the hitch is designed in a way that you can pretty much put any Matchbox car on it and tow it around. It's a little bit small in its size, though. So even if you were to put something like a, 1975 Chevy step-side pickup, just because I have one sitting over here, it's not proportionate. And I would throw it up there, but unfortunately, it doesn't fit on the rotator. But again, for what it is, this is cool. It's not fancy. It is what it is. All right. All right. Now we're gonna go on to Majorette. It's a Ford Transit. When I was a kid, when I got one of these when I was a kid, I thought that contraption on the back was just the coolest thing ever. It was just the coolest thing ever because it folded up out of the way. It was super, super purpose built. It was really, really cool. It was very functional. The only drawback to it, and I'll pull this off real quick and I'll show you. See, it was nice because there's good articulation. The problem is it's literally designed to just drag on the ground. Obviously they couldn't put wheels on it. That'd be way too intricate. It's already intricate enough as it is. But, if you're playing out in the dirt, you're playing on the sidewalk or whatever, eventually you're just going to tear that thing up. But it's still pretty cool. I really like it. I love the fact that it just folds up into the hitch. Snaps right into that black rail in the bed there. And it's just cool. It's thinking outside the box. It's just Majorette trying to make things cool. So it folds up one way, and then it's on the hitch, and then you just snap it in there. It's pretty cool. It's really cool, actually. And it's only 2 pieces of plastic for all that intricacy. 2 pieces of plastic. It probably cost them more to assemble it and put it on there than it did to actually make it. All right. We're going to go Maestro. This one's a way bigger model. This is their newest wrecker, the Mac. I love this, man. This is so freaking cool. It is like, comparatively to the other models, it's so far out there in scale, but it's closer to 1/64 scale than anything else so far, except for the green light, obviously. Its proportions, there's a lot of exaggerated proportions to it, but man, it's so cool. It's so cool. I mean, look at that thing. Now, the worst part about it is, you see this cab? See this cab right here? That is literally the only thing that's metal on the entire model. So the whole back section is plastic. The black fenders on the front cab are plastic. The gas tanks are plastic. The grill's plastic. Everything is plastic on this. Even the base is plastic. It's very, very, very little metal. Unfortunately, that's my biggest worry with with Maestro these days, is they're doing a lot to eliminate metal. And I understand it's a cost cut, but their quality is just tanking because of it. Tanking. I mean, this could be such a nice model. If there's just a little bit more metal to it. I get that it's a big model. I get that it's heavy. It could be heavy, I should say. But man, dude, it's just, especially because they charge this, it's like $9 for this. You get I think this one came with the Vega, Chevy Vega. in the tow packs. So they're charging $9 for them. They're charging $9 for that. You couldn't get this a little bit more metal for $9? Come on, guys. Come on, Masto. All right, we're gonna get this out of here. All right, we're gonna go back to Matchbox because there's a bunch of Matchbox, and this one do a little bit different, just so I could knock two birds out with one stone. So obviously, the GMC Wrecker is the most pinnacle tow truck, for somebody that grew up in the 80s. This was the tow truck of all time. Now, when I was picking one out, I was like, oh yeah, I totally forgot. Now, row models, which Matchbox guys know is rest of world, especially in the late 90s and the 2000s, there was a lot of models that did not get released in the U.S. There was models in the U.S. that didn't get released in other markets, so on and so forth. They were trying to cater some different lines, but they were also claiming to do some collector trading back and forth and whatnot. But regardless, they ended up producing, a lot of exclusives. I believe in 1999, if I'm correct here, the row models were basically the same as the U.S. They just gave them different decos. So if you look on here, we got Ron's Towing, okay, and the row got the exact same deco model, but it wasn't called Ron's Towing. They got their own logo there on the side. Not really sure the purpose of this, but I like it. I like collecting these. I like hunting them down. There's a couple models I'm still looking for, but they did it with like the T2000 Kenworth big rig. They did it with the Land Rover Freelander. They did it with the Peterbilt tanker. They did it with and the other thing they did too is that some of them they inverted colors. So on the missile, not the missile, the jet fighter transport, that six-wheeled big gigantic thing that Matchbox made in the 80s. They carried it all the way into 2000 something. We got like a blue and gray, and then the plane was just inverted for the row model. So if we got a gray base and blue body, they got blue base and gray body. So just cool stuff. It's cool stuff. So just thought I'd throw that out there. Something a little different. All right, we're going to go on to another green light. So this is the International Durostar Flatbed Rollback. This also doesn't do anything. It does not do anything. When the very first one came out and Greenlight first announced it, I was so eager to get one. And a buddy told me, he's like, dude, I just picked one up and it doesn't do anything. It literally just sits there. And even after all these years that this casting has been being used, they still have not put any functionality into it at all. It's got good detail. It looks nice. It looks really nice when you have a model on the back. It's proportionately scaled. Pretty much any green light looks good on it. As a matter of fact, let's, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I don't even care. I don't even care. You guys are going to get mad because I'm going to put this in every freaking video I have. So there you go. It looks good. It looks good. Okay. It's proportionate. I mean, it's a really good tow truck. It's a really good tow truck. Right? You know what? Just to be fair to you guys, because that's what I do. Let's get some green light on green light action. There we go. There we go. That looks pretty good, right? Too bad I don't have a Golf model sitting out here. I was going to get the Black Bandit Durostar roll-off, but I just, I figured I'd throw something different up there. But it would look good with the Black Bandit on Black Bandit. But pretty cool. Like I said, I can't believe they haven't retooled this to put some functionality to it. At least have it tilt back of some sort. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. Especially with as much detail as they put in some other stuff. All right, we're going to go on to Majorette. And this is a very recent one. Oop. Trying to take out the studio. It's the Man Tgs Rollback Flatbed. Now, Majorette actually thinks ahead. They actually put time into, well, if we're going to do this, we're going to do that. How are we going to do it? What's the purpose of it? Yada, yada, yada. Now, you'll notice that this piece is a little bit big for the truck it's on, but they make a million different attachments for this cab. I mean, they're brilliant. They're brilliant when they do it. And if anybody was curious, because I don't know if you guys are or not, but it's Majorette. So of course everything works on it. Of course it does. Okay? That's what Majorette does. They are smart. They are smart. Okay? Really, really cool. I mean, they even got print on the actual deck of it. I mean, man, I can't even say enough good stuff about Majorette. Dude, I love Majorette so much. I'm such an obsessed Majorette fan. So cool. So cool. This is definitely one of my favorite tow trucks because it's just perfect. Just slides right up and locks into place. And the cool thing is the whole front area is open here so it can accommodate some larger vehicles. And if you'll look on the deck lid there, you can see there's some notches for wheels. So it'll actually hold it there. It'll actually keep it from rolling off. Brilliant. Brilliant. All right. Now, how about you want to tow something big? I'm going to tow something big, all right? You guys wouldn't think I'd be leaving out some real working rigs, would you? Of course not. Although I'm not going to throw the Durostar flatbed in there because I'm a little irritated. They keep releasing that one over and over and over again. It's actually in the new K case. That's just about, it's actually hitting now. It's the Durostar flatbed, the Pierce, the scraper, and fudge. I forgot the fourth one. Pierce, scraper, Durostar flatbed. Oh, and the cement mixer, Cement King. They look good. They look good. But, I mean, come on. How many? This is the fourth time we've gotten the Durostar tow truck. First. All right. Now, being that it's real working rigs. Okay, so for starters, I'm going to do this in stages. So the hook comes out. Then wheel drops down. And you can also roll the whole thing back to give it its tilt up so you can actually tow something. I really, really wish they would have made a rotator. Man, that would have been so cool if they had made a rotator. Oh, man. Obviously, this is not 1/64 scale. This is more scaled to tow other Matchbox cars. But, you know, it's good. They're dealing with a specific size that they got to make it work. And so, you know, it's still pretty cool. Obviously, all these features are independent. They work separately from each other. It's just really cool, man. It's definitely one of the coolest heavy-duty wreckers you can get in this scale. Now, obviously, this will pair awesome if you put another real working rig truck on it. It looks pretty good. But obviously, because this is some pretty thin plastic, if you put a relatively heavier model on there, like if you were to put on the satellite truck, it would just bow down. It would just bow it down. So, but it's functional and it works, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna end with my favorite one, because of course, and my biased one, because of course I'm biased. This is the Greenlight Ram medium duty wrecker, light duty wrecker. I love this tow truck. I love that Greenlight made a tow truck in the scale rather than just sticking with the HD series. And yes, Greenlight actually learned their lesson and gave it some functionality. Pretty cool, huh? Now, the only bad thing is it doesn't, this boom doesn't work. And there's not enough friction in there or a stopper to keep that from going all the way to the ground. So if you do pose it with a vehicle, your pose is more going to be, I'm picking this up, not I'm towing this, unfortunately. But still pretty cool. It's still pretty cool. I love it. There's more decos coming out. I can't wait till they start doing some hobby exclusives with this. I would love to see, maybe some promotional ones like, tow companies or something like that. Because Greenlight does that kind of stuff. I can't wait. Can't wait. So there you go, guys. You need to tow your cars break down, your collections, they get a flat tire, whatever they may be. Or maybe you stepped on it and you crushed it. Now it's got to go to the crusher. There you go. Now you got some tow trucks, tow it to the crusher. Get it to the crusher. But yeah, that's my favorite one. Hope you guys enjoy this tow truck video. You know, trying to think outside the box, trying to do something different for you guys. Okay. We're gonna roll, and you know, Level M Diecast signing off, saying we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Later.